When I checked out, the front desk handed me 2 bills. One was 800 wen for my own stay. The other was for 380,000 wen. Ms. Lin, this is the remaining balance for the 52 suites your husband booked for his wedding here. He said you'd pay it. I'm single, what husband, and I definitely didn't book 52 presidential suites for a wedding. I'm not married, go collect from whoever held the wedding. Aren't you Ms. Lin Wanwan? Yes, you've been staying in room 1806 for 3 days, correct? So what? Then there's no mistake. This is your wedding bill. Your husband even left you a note and signed it. Honey, I'm taking our relatives home. Remember to pay the remaining balance. Liu Yuan. I don't know him. I don't have a husband. Ms. Lin, we're only asking you to pay because of your husband's note. You booked all those rooms, and now you're suddenly claiming you don't have a husband? That's pretty dishonest. If Liu Yuan left the note, wait for him to return and make him pay. Ms. Lin, don't drag our hotel into a fight with your new husband. You keep saying I held my wedding here. Where's your proof? Who contacted you? Your husband handled everything. He didn't want you dealing with the stress. I'm only here on vacation. I've never been married. Ms. Lin, is there someone who isn't supposed to know you're married? No wonder you keep denying it. Are you afraid your other man will find out? Ms. Lin, your husband left a written note. We were simply following the customer's instructions. Have you actually met Liu Yuan? Of course, I personally handled his booking. Then show me his ID information. Ms. Lin, that involves another guest's privacy. You said he's my husband. How is seeing my husband's ID a privacy violation? Ms. Lin, this isn't funny anymore. If you don't pay today, you aren't leaving. Are you threatening me? I don't know, Liu Yuan. Collect the balance from whoever paid the deposit. I'll be honest, Ms. Lin. Liu Yuan gave us your name and phone number. He said you were the bride and would pay after he drove his relatives home. He said you both agreed to it, so we accommodated you. The wedding is over and the rooms were used. You can't suddenly deny everything now. Fine, what day was this wedding and which ballroom was it in? 2 days ago, in the grand ballroom on the 3rd floor of the Shenghua Hotel. How many guests attended? A little over 200. What color was the bride's wedding dress? How am I supposed to remember that? You said you handled everything, yet you can't remember the color of the bride's dress? Can you hurry? I have a train to catch. Poor girl. Her husband ran off right after the wedding and left her buried in debt. Poor? She just doesn't want to pay. Anyone would hate losing 380,000 wen, but she can't stiff the hotel. Be reasonable. Your husband held the wedding and booked the hotel. You can't deny the bill because you're fighting. Ma'am, you don't know me. Then why would he write down your name? Ms. Lin, everyone is watching. Making a scene won't help you. Pay half now and we'll contact Mr. Liu about the rest. Why would I pay half? I've never been married, yet you want me to pay for a wedding? Ms. Lin, can you prove you aren't married? The wedding happened and the rooms were used. You can't erase all responsibility by simply claiming you're single. That's not how the world works. Fine, I'll wait. Wait for what? I'm calling the police. The Shenghua Hotel is trying to extort 380,000 yuan from me. Ms. Lin, what are you doing? You think calling the police will erase your debt? We'll discuss it when the police arrive. Ms. Lin, do you think dragging this out will solve anything? Do you think making me pay 380,000 yuan will solve anything? Ms. Lin, I've worked here 8 years and seen every kind of guest, but I've never seen someone deny having a husband over 380,000 yuan. We can retrieve Mr. Liu's ID, registration, wedding photos, banquet menus, bar tab, and your check-in record. Ms. Lin, here's a copy of Mr. Liu's ID. I don't know him. Ms. Lin, then we'll wait for the police. If they say I owe it, I'll pay immediately. If they say I don't, you'll apologize to me in front of everyone. Ms. Lin, you can't leave. What does that mean? Is Liu here yet? Ms. Lin, I already told you. You're paying this bill today one way or another. Sophie, what is it? Liu, what's wrong? Your wife is refusing to pay. Wanwan, stop this and come home with me. Don't touch me! Wanwan, I know you're angry, but our relatives needed a ride. My parents are too old for the bullet train, so of course I had to drive them. We're married and all my money is on the bride price card. Pay the bill and we'll go home. That was very convincing. If I didn't know for a fact that we'd never met, I might have believed you. Wanwan, don't call me that. I don't know you. See, Sophie, I told you she was angry. You didn't help, Liu. You left your bride alone right after the wedding. Anyone would be angry. I had no choice. We had so many relatives and my mother insisted I drive them. You still should have explained it to your wife. I did. I left a note and called, but she wouldn't answer. Wanwan, sweetheart. Liu said you wouldn't answer and might still be angry. We were terrified and made him turn around on the highway. Stop pretending you have amnesia. I'm your sister-in-law. You sweetly called me sis during the tea ceremony yesterday, and now you don't know me? Everyone judge for yourselves. Our family emptied its retirement savings to marry her, 300,000 yuan for the bride price, plus every wedding gift. Now she's taking the money and abandoning her husband and mother-in-law. What kind of heartless marriage scam is this? Let go of me, someone call the police. She took a 300,000 yuan bride price and tried to run? No wonder he's stopping her. If she escapes, all that money is gone. She's dressed so respectably, but she's actually a marriage scammer. Mom, sis, don't blame Wanwan. It's my fault for failing to make her happy. Wan, just pay the hotel. I don't even care if you take the bride price to your parents. Just come home and stop being angry, okay? Ms. Lin, look how distressed your mother-in-law is. You can't take their money and deny knowing them. Pay the balance and go home with your family. Stop causing trouble here. Everyone, step away from the checkout desk. Sir, ma'am, this hotel is a public place. Please keep your family financial dispute under control and avoid disturbing our guests. Sorry, sir. A 300,000 yuan bride price isn't pocket change. My wife insisted on leaving and we panicked. Give us a minute and we'll take her home. Ms. Lin, since they're your husband and mother-in-law, please cooperate and pay the 380,000 yuan. If you insist on leaving, security will separate you to prevent a physical altercation or property damage. Mr. Wang, are you maintaining order or helping them trap me? 4 guards have blocked every exit. Your security department couldn't be more openly biased. Why is there no signal? This is the lobby of a 5-star downtown hotel. How can my phone have no service? Mr. Wang, what are you pressing inside your pocket? You're not just taking sides, you've illegally activated a portable signal jammer in the lobby. Ms. Lin, stop making baseless accusations. The lobby is crowded, so poor reception is normal. You ungrateful woman, why are you fussing over the signal? Are you secretly warning your lover? Give me that phone. Get away from me. Taking someone else's property by force is robbery. I dare any of you to touch me. Give me the phone right now, hey! You think you can smash my phone? Dream on. Even if I die here today, none of you will take anything from me. You're insane. Why would I want your phone? I was trying to stop you from doing something stupid. Oh my goodness! Everyone, look! She's taking our family's 300,000 yuan bride price, and now she's hitting her sister-in-law. We can't live like this. You keep claiming I took 300,000 yuan. Fine, let's check the facts in front of everyone. Which bank sent the transfer? Show me the receipt. If it was cash, what did you carry 300,000 yuan in? And when did you give it to me? Well, Liu gave you the money. You didn't even coordinate whether it was cash or a transfer before playing family? Maybe she doesn't know, but his sister should. You said I served you tea yesterday and called you sis. So where did I get my premarital physical, and what are my parents' names? Stop twisting things and changing the subject. Debts must be paid. None of those questions matter. I'm changing the subject? You can't answer basic questions about my family or the supposed payment. What makes us family? Your public tantrum and a few fake tears. She's right. They can't explain how they paid the 300,000 yuan and the sister doesn't know the bride's parents' names. This does seem fake. This woman is thinking clearly. Why can't her so-called family answer a single detailed question? Wan, how long will you keep this up? Mom is old. Do you have to torment her with all these pointless technicalities? No matter how much you deny it, we're married. You rehearsed this a lot, didn't you? Are you finished? Ms. Lin, Mr. Liu is here now. Discuss your marital problems calmly and stop disrupting the hotel. You claim you're my husband? That's right. When did we marry? Where? How many people attended the grand ballroom wedding here 2 days ago? Over 230. Were my parents there? Yes, both our parents were there. What's my father's name? You don't even know that? Wan, what do you want from me? What's my father's name? You married me but don't know my dad's name? Wan, I can't deal with this. I rushed all the way back after driving our relatives home because I was worried you'd struggle alone. Now you're humiliating me in public. How am I supposed to face anyone? Sorry, everyone. My wife is angry with me and we've wasted your time. Young man, just comfort your wife, don't argue with her. Exactly. She'll be fine once you calm her down. You did abandon her right after the wedding, so of course she's angry. You're right, it's my fault. Wan, stop this and come home. Fine. You'll come home with me? Show me our marriage certificate. What? If we're married, we must have a certificate. Let me see it. It's back in my hometown. Which hometown? Ask your father to send a photo. Fine. Ms. Lin, the certificate can wait. The priority is paying the balance. Mr. Liu came all this way and has been very reasonable. The bride price card is in your car, right? I'll go get it with you. I don't know him. They're trying to abduct me. Somebody help! She's still throwing a tantrum. Sorry, everyone. You planned this entire thing. Let go of me. How did the police get here so fast? Clear the way. Don't let the police see you. Move. Don't move! We received a report of a possible attempted abduction. Officer, they're working together. They're scammers. A security manager named Wang Hui blocked every exit too. Let go! I said let her go! Officer, I'm the one who called. I don't know this man. He forcibly restrained me and tried to remove me from the hotel without my consent. What's your name? And what is your relationship to this woman? Officer, this is a misunderstanding. She's my wife, Lin Wan. We had our wedding here 2 days ago and she's angry with me. She's embarrassed and says things she doesn't mean when she's upset. Sorry you were called out here. I've never met him, much less married him. I'm here alone on vacation. When I checked out, the front desk demanded I pay a 380,000 yuan wedding bill and then helped him drag me away. Officer, we follow proper procedures. We would never extort anyone. Mr. Liu booked 52 wedding suites and the organizer listed Ms. Lin's name and phone number. Sophie. The system shows only 2 rooms were actually occupied. Keep your mouth shut. The wedding happened and the rooms were used. Then the couple argued and she denied the bill out of anger. We employees can't possibly cover a 380,000 yuan loss. When processing such a large booking and payment, did you verify they were legally married? I said legally married. Did she show you a marriage certificate? On what basis did you accept his claim as fact? Officer, look at these messages between my wife and me. How could we not be married? Who's this pinned contact named Wifey Wanwan? Honey, that wedding completely wore me out. I didn't send that. Officer, these messages are fake. That's not my account, and this man isn't in my contacts. Officer, that's her private account. Her main one has too many coworkers and clients, so she created this one just for us. Wanwan, I admit you're angry because I put the bride price money on a card. But denying your private account too? Do you have to expose our family problems to everyone? He knows her private account and the bride price? Could this really be a married couple fighting? Young women these days are something else. The wedding is over, and now she denies knowing him and treats the police like a joke. He traveled all this way only to have his own wife accuse him of abduction. Poor guy. Why are you judging me based on one man's performance? He acts like a harmless husband, so you automatically take his side? Wanwan, be a good girl and come home with me. Wanwan, you have a sensitive stomach but drink Diet Coke every day. And all summer, the AC has to stay exactly at 78 degrees. How do you know that? Because we're married. You're staying in room 1806 and your ID ends in 4412. Only I could know those things. How much longer will you keep this up? The front desk could have leaked my ID and room number, but my Coke and AC habits are private. He must have followed me or even watched me inside my room. Anything else you'd like to say? Wanwan, stop this. Pay the balance and quit wasting the officer's time. Until we establish the truth, keep your distance from her. Wanwan, fine. Since your stories conflict, we'll examine the evidence. Front desk, retrieve all surveillance footage from the past 3 days. Officer, unfortunately, our surveillance server failed early this morning. The past 72 hours of footage are currently unavailable, and we're working to restore it. It failed at the exact moment the police requested evidence? That's convenient. The system genuinely failed. We can't control that. I don't believe a major luxury hotel has such a fragile security system. Officer, this really was unexpected. There's a physical backup in the 4th floor security equipment room. Save it for the station. Wang, send a team to secure the surveillance room, especially the 4th floor equipment room. Even if the hardware is damaged, recover every bit of data from those drives. This involves 380,000 yuan and unlawful restraint. Since we can't review the footage here, everyone is coming with us. Officer, I'm not going. I'm her lawful husband. I didn't want to take this far, but she forced me. Look, these are our wedding photos. How can she still claim she doesn't know me? That's impossible. I've never taken photos like these or even touched you. Where did this picture come from? They even have wedding photos. She's frighteningly convincing. She's calmly telling the police she doesn't know her husband despite all this. Is she mentally ill? Look closely. The face, expression, and even the tiny mole by my mouth are flawless, but that body isn't mine. Officer, I know what this is. An AI face swap. An AI face swap? Were you filming a sci-fi movie? Last October, I posted a selfie from Air Hai Lake during a trip to Yuncheng. My tilted head, squinting smile, and hairstyle were exactly like this bride's. Wanwan, has avoiding this debt made you lose your mind? We took this at a photo studio last month. Officer, she can call the photo fake, but she can't fake evidence of us living together. We spent 3 full days together in room 1806. You claim we lived together for 3 days? That's right. You moved the TV outward because of the glare. The smoke detector's indicator bothered you, so I stood on a chair and covered it with a plastic bag. You're lying! Wanwan, how could a stranger know those details unless he'd lived and slept beside you? He even knows the smoke detector light bothered her. That has to be her real husband. A forensic examination will prove whether it's a face swap. Officer Gu, I want the photo analyzed immediately. He must have done this before. The photo has been manipulated. The man's lighting is natural, but the woman's face is lit from the front, so their shadows run in opposite directions. There are obvious smearing and warping artifacts near her hairline, classic signs of an AI deepfake. Don't look at me like that. Officer, I'll confess. Lin Wanwan checked in alone 3 days ago and had never met Liu Yuan. I was 380,000 yuan short of my monthly sales target. Liu offered me a kickback if I helped pressure her into paying. I honestly thought it was only a financial dispute. The act is over. Fake messages, an AI deepfake, and conspiring to restrain someone. Liu Yuan, you're in serious trouble. Wang, cuff him and take him away. Lin Wanwan, the police can protect you today, but can they protect you forever? Ms. Lin, the suspect is in custody, but we need to examine your room to preserve evidence. Wait, Officer Gu, someone has been inside. I always place my suitcase flush against the baseboard. Look at the wheels. They're facing completely differently from when I left this morning. Someone touched my toiletries and I didn't leave these water stains. I moved the TV outward because of the glare. He mentioned the TV. Officer Gu, look at the smoke detector. Everything matches. Every detail he mentioned in the lobby was correct. It's not just that. Everything matches Liu's story. That would be difficult to explain in court. No, this wasn't cohabitation. He broke in and watched me. Officer Gu, look at this deep, jagged scratch. Simply adjusting the TV wouldn't leave this. Someone pried it open with a screwdriver. He wasn't repositioning it. Exactly. A normal guest wouldn't dismantle hotel electronics. Liu used those details to fabricate a shared life and gaslight you into giving in. But in trying to appear clever, he handed us solid evidence. Wong tweezers. Ms. Lin, did you bring any repair tools? Absolutely not. These fragments came from stripping a wire. Someone worked on a miniature electronic device here. Electronic debris? So someone entered without my knowledge and installed something in the dark, directly facing my bed. Have the front desk check every keycard entry for this room immediately. We found it. Someone used a keycard to enter room 1806 at 2 a.m. 2 in the morning. That was when I slept most deeply. A door meant to protect me was silently opened. A strange man stood less than 6 feet away, staring at me while installing a camera. Sophie is still denying it. She claims housekeeping may have opened the room by mistake. Did you verify that? Yes. Housekeeping denied it. Night staff aren't allowed on guest floors, and the employee was resting in the linen room at that time. Her coworkers can confirm it. Then the person who opened my door at 2 a.m. had to be Liu Yan. We've got something! It's a hidden camera. I stayed here for 3 days. He watched me sleep, change clothes, everything I did. The device wasn't connected to a network, so it couldn't stream live, but it contains a memory card. That explains the 2 a.m. break-in. Without a network connection, he had to enter periodically to replace the battery or retrieve the memory card. Contact dispatch. Request a forensic team for a complete examination of room 1806. Emergency alert. A fire has been reported. All guests must evacuate through the emergency exits. Do not use the elevators. Why now? Of all possible times, why would a fire start now? Wong, seal the evidence bag. This isn't a fire emergency. It's a diversion. Officers, evacuate. The electrical room is on fire and toxic smoke is about to fill this floor. What are you doing? Assaulting an officer and stealing key evidence only adds to your charges. Wang, cuff him. Nobody enters this room without my authorization. It's over. The police secured the physical evidence against Liu. We can't cover this up anymore. Ms. Lin, you were extremely brave and fortunate. We first thought this was an identity scam exploiting social bias, but the hidden camera, unauthorized keycard, and midnight entry have changed everything. This is no longer just fraud. It involves criminal surveillance and possible crimes against your person. That's terrifying. If I'd given in downstairs, I can't imagine what would have happened to me. Ms. Lin, we've learned more about Liu Yuan. Our investigation found that he previously used other names. He's done this before, hasn't he? Yes, initial checks show a criminal record and 2 similar scams against women in other provinces. A key witness named Chen Jing has just come forward. 3 years ago, she faced the same fake wedding debt scam. Public pressure and convincing lies broke her down until she paid them. What happened after she paid? Did she leave safely? No. They took her phone and unlawfully confined her for 3 days. We're still investigating what she endured, but the case went nowhere at the time because there wasn't enough evidence. If she was held for 3 days, why didn't she immediately report him? He threatened her. Liu had intimate photos of her and knew her family's address. She's lived in terror for 3 years and was too afraid to speak. Why is she willing to come forward now? She contacted us today after learning Liu was arrested. She said your refusal to surrender in that lobby gave her the courage to finally speak out. Officer Gu, I'm suddenly terrified. For the first time, I realize how close I came to disappearing. Think about what happened in the lobby. If I refused to pay, he would have dragged me outside while posing as my husband. If I paid, I'd validate his identity, allowing him to use the keycard and stolen personal information to take complete control of me. I've read stories about men impersonating husbands. Some wanted money, some wanted to exploit women, and others were involved in trafficking. The hidden camera, the keycard that opened my door at 2 a.m., and Sophie's terrifying fake smile at the desk. Don't worry, Ms. Lin. We'll bring them to justice. This went far beyond stealing money. These people are predators. Officer Gu, Ms. Lin, your calm resistance gave us an important opening. Chen Jing's testimony and the hidden camera are enough to bury Liu. But we still need to uncover another critical part of this scheme. The hotel's involvement, right? Exactly. Without inside help, a stranger couldn't target someone so precisely. It's time for Sophie to tell us everything. Ms. Lin, we finished your statement. I'll have someone take you back to the hotel to rest. Officer Gu, I can't stay there. I'm even afraid to retrieve my luggage. I thought things like this never happened to ordinary people. Who'd expect it inside a glamorous 5-star hotel? I understand. I'll have a female officer accompany you to collect your luggage. Where will you stay next, Ms. Lin? I booked another hotel less than a third of a mile from the station. I can hear your sirens from there. Hello, Ms. Lin. I'm Mr. Zhao, general manager of the Shenghua Hotel. I'm terribly sorry to disturb your rest. What do you want? Our executives take what happened very seriously. I'm downstairs now and would like to apologize in person. Apologize? The police are handling the case. Talk to them. You and I have nothing to discuss. Ms. Lin, please don't hang up. Legal proceedings could take a very long time and drain a tremendous amount of your time and energy. What? Is the Shenghua Hotel afraid it can't outlast me? We're thinking of you. As a single young woman involved in a criminal case, wouldn't public exposure affect your reputation? Mr. Zhao, you're threatening me with reputational damage. You think I'll fear being publicly smeared if this becomes a major story? That's not what I meant. We're sincerely trying to resolve this. Classic PR pressure. Unfortunately for you, pressure doesn't scare me. Fine, I'll come downstairs and see how sincere you really are. You must be Mr. Zhao and the PR director. Ms. Lin, you've been through a terrible ordeal. Please sit. Here's a hot caramel latte for you. You look exhausted. You probably didn't sleep last night. We're truly sorry. Both big bosses showed up in person. Get to the point. I'm in a hurry. Ms. Lin, you're refreshingly direct, so I'll get right to it. The hotel deeply regrets the illegal actions of our front desk employee, Song Qian. We fired her immediately. To compensate you for the distress, we're offering 100,000 yuan, a full refund for this stay, and free lifetime stays at every Shenghua property nationwide. 100,000 yuan and free stays for life. How generous. But Mr. Zhao, this confidentiality clause is pretty brutal. It says in black and white that once I sign and take the money, I must call this an ordinary financial dispute and never tell the media about the hidden camera. Your clerk sold my ID like merchandise. A con man used your master keycard to enter my room in the middle of the night, and there was a camera under the TV aimed at my bed. You think 100,000 yuan will make me pretend this serious crime never happened? You disgust me. Ms. Lin, you've made your point, but many things in this world are negotiable. The camera was an oversight, but think about it. What do you gain by making this public? Liu Yuan may go to prison, but what about your privacy? You stayed in that room for 3 days. If the footage gets online, it could ruin your life. Are you threatening me with my own reputation? Mr. Zhao, you're counting on women being terrified of public shame. You thought I'd take the money, sign through my tears, and quietly let this go. Not a chance. I recorded every word you just said. If you think 100,000 yuan can buy a woman's safety and dignity, you've seriously underestimated me. Since you're so afraid the hidden camera will be exposed, I'll give you exactly what you fear. That 100,000 yuan is dirty money. I'm taking this all the way, and I'll tell the media about every security failure at Shenghua Hotel. Lin Wanwan, aren't you afraid that video will... If 1 second of private footage leaks, I'll bring this entire hotel down. I didn't cave over that 380,000 yuan bill, and I won't cave for 100,000 yuan in hush money either. Mr. Chen, you wanted to see me? Lin? I heard you ran into some trouble at Shenghua Hotel over the weekend. How did you know? Mr. Zhao from Shenghua called me personally. He said there was a misunderstanding and asked you not to make a scene. Do you realize Shenghua Group is our key client for a multi-million yuan deal next quarter? A misunderstanding? Their front desk clerk helped a con man sell my private information and even planted a camera in my room. This isn't a misunderstanding. It's an appalling criminal case. Enough, Lin. What criminal case? Mr. Zhao said the security system malfunctioned and there's no evidence. At worst, it was a security lapse. You're smart. He's still offering the full 100,000 yuan. All you have to do is sign. Mr. Chen, it's not that simple. Lin, we work to make money. Don't jeopardize the entire company over one little incident. You call a vicious criminal case a little incident? Watch your tone. If you refuse to put the company first, we'll have to reconsider your year-end promotion, and perhaps your current position. So for a multi-million yuan contract, I was supposed to let them secretly film me and sell me like merchandise? You have 1 day to think it over. If you want any future in this industry, sign the settlement. Ms. Lin, I heard you walked out and rejected Shenghua Hotel's private settlement. Officer Gu, how did you know? They're desperate to buy your silence because they know the truth is about to come out. Did the police find a new lead? Yes. Our cybercrime unit uncovered something huge. We recovered this data from Song Qian's work computer and phone. Look carefully. This is bigger than just your case. Name, Lin Wanwan. Room, 1806. Traveling alone. No male companion seen. Profile, stylish clothes, luxury suitcase, spends freely, moderately cautious. This isn't a guest relations list. It's a record of Song Qian illegally leaking guest information over a long period. She singled out women traveling alone and sold their details to criminals like Liu Yuan. The notes on spending habits and personality helped him judge how easy each woman would be to target. That's horrifying. She's a woman too, yet she sold other women like merchandise just to close a 380,000 yuan sales gap. It wasn't just about her quota. Whenever Liu Yuan pulled off a scam or achieved some darker objective with that information, he paid his accomplices handsomely. And we've learned Song Qian wasn't the only insider at the hotel. Come with me. Manager Zhou, are you still claiming it was a system failure? We found the hidden camera and the cybercrime unit has taken over. This isn't an ordinary employee violation. It's an organized criminal operation. Keep withholding evidence and you'll face criminal charges for obstruction and sabotaging a computer system, not an internal reprimand. Officer Gu, I'll tell you everything. The security footage wasn't lost in a malfunction. Then how did it disappear and when? 10 minutes before you asked to see it that day. The system log shows someone used top-level physical administrator access, entered the 4th floor security server room, and forcibly wiped the main drive containing the previous 72 hours of footage. Right. That's a restricted administrative area. Outsiders are strictly prohibited. Only a handful of security supervisors have both the physical key and top-level system access. Song Qian was just a front desk clerk. She could never have done it. Officer Gu, that means there's another insider, someone higher ranking and better hidden with top-level security access. That person gave Liu Yuan the master key card at 2 a.m., helped him avoid patrols and plant a camera beside my bed, then cut the feed and destroyed the evidence when police arrived. No wonder Liu Yuan smirked at me before getting into the police car. He knew his inside man was still there. He thought destroying the footage would set him free. Not a chance. Even if they smashed the drive to pieces, our cybercrime unit could reconstruct the deletion trail from the underlying code. Every action leaves a trace. This is no isolated case. It's an organized, premeditated operation targeting women traveling alone. Ms. Lin, think carefully. What exactly did you say at check-in 3 days ago? 3 days ago, Song Qian was very friendly. She asked whether I needed an extra key card. Ms. Lin, are you staying alone? Would you like an extra key card? I was exhausted and completely off guard. I casually replied, no, it's just me. One is enough. Exactly. That innocent answer was where your nightmare began, because it confirmed I was alone. No male companion and no relatives visiting, giving them the perfect window to act. Look at what Song Qian reported to Liu Yuan. Liu, we've got a big one. Woman in 1806, traveling alone, looks loaded and isn't very cautious, she's worth targeting. That's a photo of my ID underneath. Yes, she abused her access to the registration system and secretly photographed the original. My ID, my most sensitive personal information, was photographed in broad daylight, priced, and sold. After getting your photo and check-in details, Liu Yuan didn't act immediately. A convincing husband needs more than a name and ID number. For 3 days, he shadowed you inside and outside the hotel. With help from an insider, he used camera blind spots to record your every move. I let my guard down these past few days. I never noticed a thing. He was extremely careful. He mapped your routes and documented your habits, not only to build a convincing husband persona, but to repeatedly confirm you were truly alone. It was his pre-attack risk assessment. So for 3 days, while I shopped, ate, and even slept in my own room, someone was watching me from the shadows. He noted what I drank and when I left, then used those details to manufacture the identity of my husband. That's terrifying. Why was he bold enough to attempt something this elaborate? Did he stalk the previous victim, Chen Jing, the same way? It was even worse. Liu Yuan admitted during questioning that he chose you and set up a 380,000 yuan scam because you looked respectable. In their slang, respectable meant stylish with a good job. He believed a white-collar woman like you feared public humiliation above all. Armed with a huge bill and wedding photo, he could pressure you in public, suggest you cheated, and let the crowd shame you into paying. He weaponized prejudice and moral pressure to destroy you. But he miscalculated. He underestimated how calm you would stay. He expected you to cry or cave like his other victims. I was scared when he grabbed my wrist, but I'm more stubborn than most. I could never let anyone forcibly strip away my identity for any reason. Officer Gu, have you identified the insider who erased the footage? The cybercrime unit has narrowed it down and is cross-checking access logs. But while reviewing exterior footage, we found something even more terrifying. If Liu Yuan had dragged you out of the lobby that day, the consequences would have been unimaginable. Ms. Lin, a car waited in Shenghua Hotel's garage that day, at the edge of a camera blind spot on level B2. If you'd given in, or been too scared to resist, Liu Yuan could have dragged you out as a wife in a marital spat and shoved you inside. Its plates were fake and Veen ground off. To traffic cameras, it was a ghost with no traceable origin. But what we found inside was even worse. High doses of prescription sleeping pills. Once those doors locked, they planned to force the pills down your throat. The red scarf could blindfold and gag you, then bind your hands. The unopened prepaid SIM cards were meant to evade detection during transport. If I'd been even a little weaker, or if those meddling strangers in the lobby had pushed me out the door, you might have vanished without a trace. I would have lost all freedom, with no control over whether I lived or died. To the outside world, I'd just be a woman who ran off after fighting with her husband, or a deadbeat bride who skipped out on a 380,000 yuan hotel bill. Exactly. It was a perfectly closed criminal loop built on society's prejudices. Ms. Lin, go home and wait for news. We promise you'll get answers. Where else? Where else could they hide a camera? Under the bed? Nothing. Is someone still watching me? Wan, are you in there? Open the door for Mom! No, I'm okay now. Don't be afraid. Mom's here and I'll hold up the sky if it falls. Those monsters hurt my daughter and I'll make them pay. Since your call, I've been worried sick. You said you were safe and police were involved, but I couldn't sit at home. I took the earliest train. How could I relax without seeing you safe myself? It's over now. Mom, have some soup. Look how pale you are. You haven't eaten properly in days, have you? Mom, did I somehow bring this on myself? Maybe I shouldn't have carried such an expensive suitcase, dressed so noticeably, or traveled alone. Don't think like that, Wan. The police said the note beside my leaked information specifically said I spent freely. Stop blaming yourself. You wear nice clothes because you worked hard and earned them. You deserve that. You travel alone because you're independent. Going out to see the world takes courage. Nothing is wrong with you. The criminals are the problem. Since when must good people blame themselves for not being careful enough while criminals feel entitled to hurt them? The clerk who sold your information was wrong. The lying con man was wrong. That heartless hotel was wrong. My daughter checked in as an honest guest. How does that make her fair game? Wan, don't be afraid. Whatever comes, your mother will face it with you. You did nothing wrong. Hold your head up. Mom, for a moment I really thought this was somehow my fault. Don't be silly. You refused to let them scare you, held out until the police arrived and saved yourself. Now I'm here. We'll see this fight through together. You're right, Mom. Liu Yuan used a 380,000 yuan bill and a fake husband identity to publicly destroy me. And that rotten hotel tried to buy your permanent silence with 100,000 yuan in hush money. It isn't just them. People online may still be inventing vicious rumors about me, but I did nothing wrong. They're the ones who should feel guilty and lose sleep. Lin Wan, we have a problem. Someone posted a maliciously edited video online and the internet is exploding. Prepare yourself. Understood, Officer Gu. I've never been married. I don't know you. Wan, I know you're angry. We had to see my relatives home. We're married now. All my money is on the card with your wedding gift. Pay the bill, and we'll go home. Liu, you shouldn't have left your bride alone right after the wedding. Anyone would be upset. Mom, did you hear that? The video was edited with a vicious agenda. Every second of me questioning Liu Yuan in the lobby was cut out. Some young women today take huge wedding gifts and throw lavish weddings, then deny the marriage to dodge a 380,000 yuan hotel bill. She even dragged the police into it, wasting public resources. Wow, that woman is shameless, sitting on her suitcase like she couldn't care less. The man looked so sincere, gently calling her Wan over and over. Dig into her background. I bet she's seeing someone else. What is wrong with these people? Whoever posted that video is heartless. Wan, stop reading. I'll make an account and set every one of them straight. My daughter did nothing wrong. Why should you endure this abuse? Mom, arguing with a mob that's being manipulated won't accomplish anything. Wan, don't check the work chat, and definitely don't come to the office. That video is everywhere. Someone exposed your real name and workplace. This morning, a white funeral wreath was delivered to reception. Yeqing, how can they be so cruel? HR received dozens of anonymous complaints claiming you're promiscuous and won clients by sleeping with them. Vice President Chen is furious, saying you've damaged the company's reputation. He's having HR draft your termination letter and plans to demand compensation for reputational harm. Wan, you gave this job everything for 3 years, often working past midnight. Now they won't defend you. Instead, they're smearing you and firing you. They're trying to break you. They think firing me will make me bow my head and rumors will ruin my life? Then I'll fire them first. Wan, what are you gonna do? Before they finish that termination letter, I'll show the whole company exactly how ugly its executives are. Yes, everyone in the company. This is Lin Wan. I immediately reported today's anonymous lies and malicious slander to the police. Attached is a high-resolution scan of the official case acceptance receipt. Vice President Chen, you asked me to hide Shenghua Hotel's serious crimes and put the company first to win its business. Here's my public answer. My safety and innocence are worth far more than your multi-million yuan contract. I want no part of a company that profits by selling out its employees' dignity. I quit. See you in court. Mom, I've thrown off every burden in my real life. Now it's time to deal with that blind mob online. They thought cutting out my rebuttal would let them shame me without resistance. But they forgot something. While I sat on my suitcase for 20 minutes waiting for police in that hotel lobby, I wasn't doing nothing. What did you do? I was recording the whole time. I'm exporting the full 8-minute high-quality recording I made at the scene that day. I just created a new video account. Wanwan, what are you going to write? I'm going to tear their entire story apart. I am Lin Wanwan, the woman accused in the video of denying her husband and skipping out on a bill. I have 3 points to make about this defamatory video, along with the full unedited recording from the scene, which police have collected as key evidence. Yes, put the whole truth out there. First, I do not know Liu Yuan, the man in the video. I am unmarried and have never held a wedding at Shenghua Hotel. The video was maliciously edited to conceal crucial dialogue. Play the audio below at EO215 and listen to how this supposed husband answered my questions. I asked, if we're married, where's our marriage certificate? Show me. Liu Yuan said, it's back home. Then I asked, what's my father's name? He went silent. So I asked, you married me, yet you don't even know my father's name? That recording is ironclad proof. Challenge those commenters directly in your post. A man claims he married me 2 days earlier in front of over 200 guests, yet he can't name either of the bride's parents. Does that sound like a normal argument between spouses? What's your second point? Second, the self-righteous front desk clerk in the video, Song Qian, is now in police custody for allegedly aiding fraud and leaking guest data. Without verifying any proof of marriage, she helped a suspect pressure me in public, then claimed the cameras were broken when police arrived in an attempt to destroy evidence. Why would a 5-star hotel clerk help a con man? Because she wanted to use me to cover a 380,000 yen hole in her sales quota. Third, this wasn't a financial dispute. It was a planned abduction and coercion scheme targeting women traveling alone. Liu Yuan's supposed relatives never existed, and his claimed highway route was closed that day. Investigators found a hidden camera in my room 1806 and a getaway car with sleeping pills and fake plates in the garage. If public pressure had made me surrender yesterday, I might have been drugged, locked in that car, and never lived to see another sunrise. Finally, when a strange man points at a woman in public and says, she's my wife, do not assume he's telling the truth. Do not let prejudice become a criminal's sharpest weapon. I have legally preserved and authenticated every defamatory video about me. See you in court. Mom, it's posted. I also spent 10,000 yen to put it at the top of the promoted feed. Good. Let's see what they have to say now. Mom, look! A few paid trolls are still pushing the claim that the audio might be fake. Wanwan read this one. That recording gave me chills. He doesn't even know his father-in-law's name, yet calls himself her husband. Give me a break. This is terrifying when you think about it. If she hadn't stayed so clear-headed, the crowd would have assumed it was a lover's spat and let him drag her away. I'm sorry. I insulted you under the other video. I feel awful. Shenghua Hotel, explain yourselves. Your clerk helped a con man. How can any woman traveling alone feel safe there now? Boycott Shenghua Hotel. Find out who made that defamatory video. This is wonderful, Wanwan. Even the comments attacking you have completely changed sides. Lin Wanwan, well done. Department leadership just watched your response. They praised your courage and strategy and said you gave the public a powerful lesson in legal awareness. Officer Gu, I simply refuse to swallow the injustice. Did you find who posted the malicious video? The cybercrime unit traced the IP. You were right, it wasn't an ordinary bystander. We followed the money and traced it straight to the hotel's PR department. I refused their 100,000 yuan payoff, so they immediately went for the throat. They tried to control the story, paint me as a gold digger, and bury the far more serious crimes inside the hotel. Exactly, but it backfired spectacularly. Your forceful response put every eye online on Shenghua Hotel, and its board is in total panic. Lin Wanwan, get ready. We've arrested the inside man from hotel security. Understood, Officer Gu. The insider was Wang Hui, assistant manager of security at Shenghua Hotel. We arrested him at a highway toll plaza last night. The entire criminal operation led by Liu Yuan has now been dismantled. What about Song Qian? Did she confess? Song Qian's case shows how ordinary people become criminals. In 8 years at this hotel, she rose from intern to shift supervisor. 6 months ago, a new regional director set a brutal quota. Miss it, lose her bonus and job. That month, she was 380,000 yuan short. Failure meant losing the home down payment she'd saved for 3 years. Yes, ruthless companies endlessly squeeze their employees. But that doesn't explain why she was so practiced at selling my private information. Right. Liu Yuan also paid her a 50,000 yuan kickback, but that still wasn't the root cause. Then what was? The real cause was a chilling industry underworld hidden beneath that glamorous hotel lobby. An industry underworld? Over 8 years, she saw corruption. Wealthy men checking in with different young women, wives catching them, then being paid for silence in VIP rooms, guests tipping thousands for a woman's hotel records. These dirty practices erased her moral boundaries. Guests stopped being people and became resources for tips, quotas, and profit. So in her mind, a well-dressed woman like me had money to spare. Losing a few 100,000 yuan was simply the price of avoiding trouble. She even believed she was just using the system to make money and had every right to do it. Yes, but Song Qian wasn't stupid. Once the lie was in motion, she quickly spotted a flaw. What flaw? She discovered Liu Yuan had a high-level master key card that only Wang Hui, the assistant security manager, should have had. She also noticed that the way Liu Yuan stared at you wasn't a con man sizing up a wallet. Then what was it? It was sickening hunger, driven by an obsession with control. In that moment, Song Qian understood completely. Liu Yuan didn't just want your money, he wanted to own and destroy you. If she knew Liu Yuan planned to sell me and she's a woman herself, she still had time to call police. Even if she was too scared, she could have slipped me a note in the lobby. How could she keep helping him so cruelly? Greed and cowardice. By the time she realized the truth, she'd used his 50,000 yuan deposit to pay her mortgage, and the fake bill was already in the system. Oh, you took the money. Ruin my business now and I'll make sure you never feel safe again. So out of fear and for 50,000 yuan, she decided sacrificing me was perfectly acceptable. If Liu Yuan had dragged me out of the lobby, Song Qian would have clocked out, collected her bonus without remorse, bought the designer bag she'd always wanted, and made her mortgage payment. More than that, she would have absolved herself completely. Right. She'd tell herself, it wasn't my fault. That woman was simply unlucky. To the very end, she saw herself as an innocent employee just following orders. Fortunately, Ms. Lin, you didn't become helpless prey on their chopping block. Their plan failed. Officer Gu, how many years will Song Qian get? She was an accomplice, but she knowingly helped someone commit fraud. Attempted or not, the court will not sentence her lightly. She threw away her conscience for money. I don't forgive her, and I never will. Officer Gu, thank you. Without you, I would have lost my freedom completely by now. It's our duty. Next, we'll put every last one of these criminals before a judge. Wan Wan, I just bought you a roasted sweet potato. Lin Wan Wan, you may have always thought he was simply a con man who'd do anything for money, or a human trafficker. Isn't he? No. At his core, Liu Yuan is an exceptionally rare and dangerous social engineering predator. A social engineering predator? He's not a typical criminal who stalks victims through brute force or drugs them for a direct abduction. His main weapon is the crowd. We investigated the two women in the lobby. They weren't relatives at all, just actresses he hired for 500 yuan a day. Hired actresses? Yes. Liu Yuan's most terrifying talent is playing a normal husband. The moment he labels it a private family matter, bystanders automatically believe his version. 2 years ago at a downtown office tower. Sweetheart, are you still mad at me? Who are you? I don't know you! When the young woman called for help, Liu Yuan didn't use force. He turned directly to her curious co-workers. Sorry you all have to see this. We fought over the wedding gift and she blocked me everywhere. I've waited in this freezing wind for 4 hours just to apologize. Come on, Lee. Your boyfriend went this far. He's clearly sincere. Exactly. Couples fight, but it doesn't have to last. Stop making a scene and go home with him. Let go of me. Her coworkers watched a stranger take her away, thinking they were helping settle a lover's quarrel. She escaped by fighting back into the lobby and clinging to a railing. Otherwise, Liu Yuan would have forced her into a waiting car in front of everyone under the excuse of taking his girlfriend home to talk. Even more chilling was a case 1 year ago in the emergency room of a city hospital in another province. I'm the husband of the woman in bed 3. I've paid her medical bill. She's stubborn. Sick as she is, she still ran off after our fight. I'm transferring her to a better hospital in the provincial capital. He posed his family and tried to remove a sick, defenseless woman from the hospital. When the nurse checked, the woman must have denied knowing him. She weakly shook her head and repeated, I don't know him. But Liu Yuan cried on cue and expertly revealed her confidential allergy to a particular antibiotic. It's my fault. My investment failed and I lost money, so she refuses to accept me as her husband. I'm transferring her. I'll sell everything I own to get her well. If her doctor hadn't insisted that Liu Yuan produce an original marriage certificate or household record before approving a discharge against medical advice, he would have wheeled her away in broad daylight, right in front of the hospital staff. He's completely insane. No, he's far more frightening than a madman because he's coldly rational and understands human nature. His old methods got victims away, but couldn't instantly cut their social ties. So with you, he created what he called the perfect upgrade. That fake 380,000 yuan wedding bill was his first smokescreen. Go on. If I refused to pay and he dragged me away, everyone would see me as a deadbeat bride pretending to be crazy and denying her husband to dodge a massive bill. Even if I vanished, the internet wouldn't sympathize. They'd assume I fled to escape responsibility. Exactly. But what if the pressure had made you pay? Paying would have meant using my own money in front of everyone to purchase the identity he forced on me. Liu Yuan's wife. Right. Once that identity seemed legitimate, drugging you and putting you in the car would look perfectly natural. Even if police later reviewed the cameras, they'd only see a newlywed bride pay the balance and obediently leave with her husband. Don't be afraid. The chain of evidence is complete. From fake chat logs and an AI-generated wedding photo to the hidden camera in room 1806 and the getaway car with fake plates, he revealed every card and paved his own road to prison. How long will he be sentenced to? Attempted fraud, unlawful imprisonment, theft of personal data, and preparation for a serious violent crime. With consecutive penalties, he should prepare to spend the rest of his life behind bars. Officer Gu, I want to see it myself. I want to watch Liu Yuan, Song Qian, and the hotel insider stand before the court one by one and face the full severity of the law. Look at Liu Yuan on the far right. Where is that effortless confidence he had in the lobby when he thought he could manipulate everyone? Mom, their tricks are useless in a courtroom where only evidence matters. Your Honor, the prosecution presents its first key exhibit, the Provincial Forensic Center's digital report. The WeChat messages Liu Yuan used to deceive the crowd were fake. Both the account registration and login IP traced to his spare phone. As for the convincing wedding photo, the prosecution calls a cybercrime expert. Your Honor, facial landmark detection and lighting model analysis reveal clear pixel distortion and algorithmic smearing around the face. This is not a genuine photograph. It is an AI-generated deepfake created with a photo taken from the victim's social media. Oh my God, even the wedding photo was an AI face swap. That man is terrifying. Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to play Physical Exhibit 07, footage the cybercrime unit recovered from the underlying data on a forcibly wiped drive in Shenghua Hotel's security server room. He used Wang Hui's master keycard to enter the victim's room, then sat beside her bed and installed this hidden camera. Defendant Song Qian, in light of this conclusive evidence, do you have anything to say? I'm sorry. I truly am. I didn't know he'd put a camera in her room. I thought she was just one woman. Her suitcase was expensive and she was rich. To her, 380,000 yuan was nothing. I was short 380,000 on my quota. I only wanted to keep my job, earn a kickback, and pay my mortgage. I never thought it would get this serious. Just one woman. At worst, she'd lose some money. Song Qian, for money and a sales quota, you knowingly pushed another woman into the abyss and became an accomplice. Those tears are only for yourself. All rise. The court now delivers its verdict. Defendant Liu Yuan is sentenced to 7 years in prison on multiple counts. Defendant Song Qian, as an accomplice, is sentenced to 5 years. Defendant Wang Hui is sentenced to 5 years. Ms. Lin, justice isn't limited to the courtroom. What do you mean? Market regulators just hit Shenghua Hotel with a massive fine, stripped its star rating, and ordered an extended shutdown. That's the price for enabling crime and endangering lives. Your former Vice President Chen, who pushed you to sign that NDA, was also taken away this morning and placed under investigation for alleged commercial bribery. That's wonderful, Wanwan. Wanwan, the wind is strong. Are you cold? No, Mom. It feels like this wind just blew away the darkness that's hung over me for 3 whole months. Ms. Lin, I used to work at Shenghua Hotel's front desk. It was her. There's a physical backup in the 4th floor security room. Ms. Lin, I'm sorry to bother you. I quit because working there made me terrified. I'm sorry. I knew Song Qian was lying, but I was afraid to speak. I feared losing my job, and even more, retaliation from Wang Hui and the others. I've had nightmares every night for months. I could never forgive myself without apologizing to you. As someone trapped at the bottom of a workplace ruled by bullying, finding the courage to speak even half the truth at the final moment took every ounce of strength she had. Ms. Lin, in that hotel lobby, you faced a 380,000 yuan bill while strangers pointed and judged. Many commenters say that if they were trapped in such humiliating circumstances with no way to explain themselves, they might have paid just to escape. What gave you the courage to sit on your suitcase, stand your ground, and refuse to compromise? Because I knew that if I gave in, the real price wouldn't be 380,000 yuan. It would be my life. You mean paying would have put you in even greater danger? Was the money really the most terrifying part of his scheme? No. When a man points at a woman in public and says, "She's my wife," the crowd's blind trust lets him decide who she is. He needs no knife or rope. By calling it a private family matter, he can drag a woman away in broad daylight. Once she's labeled his wife, people dismiss even her screams as a tantrum. You're saying he exploited society's goodwill and conventional assumptions to stage the perfect abduction? Yes. He found a fatal flaw in society. People dismiss abuse with, "Private family matters are complicated." They call women emotional or just upset. To him, any woman alone was prey who could be relabeled and stripped of her identity. If I'd surrendered, every hotel stay, trip, and stranger would make me relive that day in fear. That's why I refused to let them win. Your words are a powerful wake-up call. This was never about a wedding bill. It was a hunt targeting women's right to their own identities. Ms. Lin, your courage saved you and became a light for countless women trapped in darkness. We understand Chen Jing, a victim Liu Yuan targeted the same way 3 years ago, is here today. Ms. Lin, what message do you most want society to hear today? I want everyone to know this. No person and no rule has the right to take away a woman's control over her own body or identity. Private family matters can never be a shield for crime, and society's assumptions must never become a sword hanging over the heads of independent women.